the Los Angeles Lakers are 7 games above 500.
Yeah.
17-10. Right there in the mix, right there in the middle of the Western Conference. But, as Charles Barkley said at the beginning of the season, the West is much more difficult than the East. There's lots more travel in the West than there is in the East. LeBron James will not be able to keep this pace going all year long at his advancing age. And the story that came out on Bleacher Report last week that players are not going to want to join LeBron. Durant gave the words toxic environment around the team because of how much attention LeBron gets, and that other players are not going to want to join his party or help his legacy building when they can do it for their own selves in this day and age. What do you make of all those subjects?
I think, one, being a Laker fan, kudos to the Lakers. I said at the beginning of the year the Lakers should be around somewhere between 4 to 6. Outside of LeBron, the Lakers have talent, right? And when you have, and they've been getting better, even though it's hard to see, they've been getting better over the last 3 years. You look at Brandon Ingram, you look at Kuzma from last year to this year, even Lonzo Ball, so Josh Hart. All those guys have improved, and they have the talent to compete against top-level talent, right? They needed someone like LeBron to come in to really start to blend that leadership and to be the person who can take pretty much, the brunt of the force from
everything else.
For everything. So they have somebody who can stand and take, accept, initiate, deflect all the attention and the distractions, and he's built for that. That allows these other guys to really get better.
Now, there's two schools of thought here, Baron Davis, is that because he has the ball in his hands all the time, as Magic Johnson said a couple of weeks ago, we don't want to turn it into Cleveland here, that we do need to get other people involved.
For sure.
So that despite how talented the rest of the roster really is, they'll never really be able to blossom because when it all comes down to it, LeBron wants the ball in his hands, and
he
rightfully so.
Yeah, and I want the ball in LeBron's hands too down the stretch. I think for LeBron, and then also for the Lakers, it's like you start putting together the right complementary pieces, right, that'll allow him to have those stretches where he doesn't need the ball, and they can create a machine sort of like Golden State. Then you let LeBron handle the ball in spurts and in moments down the stretch where he'll be extremely effective. I think that right now LeBron has been playing a certain way his entire career, and he's been extremely successful that way, the way the Lakers want to move and maneuver in the future, because they know they have young talent, and this young talent can actually become more explosive, using LeBron as a launching pad and a springboard. So that's where the meeting of the minds are going to take place. Mm-hmm. And I think that for the Lakers is going to be key. The way that you mend that bridge is you get the right complement of guys, in the middle ground that can really support, what these young guys are doing, and also to help, support LeBron in what he's doing as he's getting older.
I'm wondering, Brockman, and also Baron Davis here, if shows like this one existed in the late 80s, early 90s, and there was a 24/7, 365 sports cable operation and Twitter and all that, would we be wondering if the rest of the Bulls could blossom because Jordan wanted the ball in his hands all the time? We never heard that about the Bulls, right? Yeah. We never heard, like, how's Pippen going to grow?
Right.
How's Kerr going to grow? How's B.J. Armstrong going to flourish? So right? Did we ever have that conversation?
No,
with Jordan?
Not once.
No, because it's just like Jordan's the best, period, end of story. Damn straight he's going to get the ball.
That's it.
Damn straight he's going to post up. Damn straight he's going to take the three. Who else is going to? Pippen? He's great, but really? We never really had that conversation about the Bulls.
No, we were, and you know what? We were not allowed to have those conversations, right? Because we allowed the players to be who they are, right? And so now we're in a league, in a space where there's so much potential, right, that you can actually, and there's so much access that you can actually like a guy for not being a good basketball player.
What do you mean?
Like, you can just like him for being great on social media or a good guy or, have a, or what they do in the community or just because, the shoes that they wear. Like you don't necessarily have to like somebody anymore for their game. And then you also have, news, right? And, the media. We have to, it's like you're looking for stories. You have to find stories. You have to find things to talk about, or else you'd just be talking about the same thing. Who's the best? LeBron, Kobe, Mike, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. So I think that now that the game is expanded, you got guys who look great on the court, who got dreads, who got a mohawk, like you can have a gold mohawk and you can suck. Right? and people can like you, right? And so that's just kind of like, that's the days we living in now.
Well, it's interesting, too. I mean, because to me, I think we're all just biding our time till the Warriors win it anyway. I gave them the trophy, the Larry Francis O'Brien trophy
October 30th.
Right, okay, and here we are on December 12th.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.